Hello, welcome to Ring Takes here as we're finally on the last stop to WrestleMania, the last couple days before WrestleMania. We're finally here. I'm joined by Brian and Lewis. As always, thank you guys for joining me. As we head into the road to WrestleMania, has finally hit this final stop. Obviously, there's SmackDown on Friday, but we're here. We're here. We got our matches. We know what we're getting at WrestleMania. We're going to give our predictions. Despite how we feel about the build up to Road to WrestleMania, we do have more matches. That was something that we were wondering how that was going to break down over the course of the past couple of weeks. How many matches are we going to have? We only had like 5 matches 2 weeks ago. Now we have 13. So we got what we asked, right?
Yeah, just like that.
Whether we want it now or not, we're at 13.
Yeah, and 2 of them shouldn't even be happening, but we'll get into
it. Why not start there, right? The first match that we have here, I try to rank these at least important to most important. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll get into it. Our first match at WrestleMania 39. We still don't even know the night for these. They're trying to figure out what night to put these on. So let's get into it. The women's showcase match: Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda and Shayna Baszler versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
Because apparently Carmella is injured.
Yeah, apparently she's injured. Okay, I mean, I guess that's why I was like, why is she not wrestling the past couple weeks or whatever the case may be? But it's like they could have figured out a better way to put this. They could have figured out a better way to
lie. She was on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, did they take that like weeks ago?
I don't know.
Like I was
so
like,
she was on today.
The first thing I thought was like, are they going to have a mystery opponent or whatever the case may be? Because that would have added more intrigue to the match. And I was like, I wish it was like the Iconics or something like that. But they're probably not going to come back after they've been in Impact. I don't even know where they are right now. But that was my dark horse. I was like, hopefully they bring back the Iconics or something entertaining or something like that. And we're not getting it.
Nope.
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, they try to make him a tag team. They at least have the same ring gear. Natalya and Shotzi, it's like, I don't know why they threw that together. And then we have Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, who were, we didn't know if Ronda Rousey was going to be available at WrestleMania. And apparently she is. And then we have Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. And especially when you had Chelsea Green team with Piper Niven. I thought that would have been the easy transition as a tag team. If you were going to throw anything together, that would have been it. But they paired her with Sonya Deville. Who do you guys pick for this match? I will fill in your picks here. I picked Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan as something different. I feel like Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler could be something going forward in that tag division if they're going to continue to do that. But they need somebody else to that tag team division, and we already know Ronda and Shayna Baszler are a faction or whatever they are. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, 2 baby faces people like. People want to see them do good. Put them in a tag team. Give them some type of rub here. That's who I went with.
You want to go, Brian?
I mean, seeing that I was the one that made the most fuss about this match last week.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So my family members have seen the video and they're still asking me about it, asking me if I'm okay. But this match really is useless. But if I had to pick a winner, I'd agree with Daniel and go. I'm going to go Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, especially since I just saw a report that one of the goals going into next year was for Raquel Rodriguez to really take that next step. Triple H is really behind her. I think they win, and then Raquel goes heel on Liv. That's what I would like to see. Now, if you really want to make the showcase interesting, because it is a showcase with no number 1 contendership on the line. But if you really want to make it interesting, I would definitely do that. Natalya, Shotzi, why? Chelsea, Ville, why? I mean, Ronda and Baszler, they're all the only legitimate team, but they kind of don't need to win. They're already kind of like the heels of SmackDown and such, so they don't. Yeah, so it makes more sense to go Liv Morgan than Raquel.
Yeah, I don't like this match at all. It's crazy and it's sad to say that this is easily the one match I'm not going to be paying attention to, but because none of them are tag teams besides Ronda and Shayna, but they've barely even been together. So exactly, they've had like 2 matches. As much as I was gonna say the same thing to Morgan and Raquel, but something tells me that there's Ronda and Shayna because they're the only legitimate tag team. So I feel like they're the ones who are gonna probably win it, and it's WrestleMania. Like, you're really gonna have like Ronda lose in a tag team match. So that's where I'm going.
All right, I got our picks down. Me and Brian have Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, and Lewis is going with Ronda and Shayna Baszler. We do not need to tell any more about that match. I think we all know it's a clusterfuck. Hopefully, again, the reset that we're hoping happens after WrestleMania can fix all of this and try to give it some type of direction. Hopefully, but as of right now, no.
So last thing though, you know what I would have probably preferred, and that they're doing one on Friday is a battle royale. I feel like that would have
answered all the questions
easily. You could have more people in it, showcase more preview stuff that might be happening. This whole like tag team division is just like, it's not going anywhere, and it's like, why trying to showcase it if nobody's, you're just pairing people left and right. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, the battle royal probably would have been better. Yeah, no question.
It would have been better, but battle royals to me, like, if they're just having them just to have them, then it's just like, what's the point?
I mean, I would have preferred that, and then give them a number 1 title contender.
Exactly. Put the stakes on it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A battle royal that has stakes on it. See, that's the one thing that AEW does that I wish WWE would do more. The only problem with AEW is they do too many of them.
You want a tournament? You got it. You want a battle royal? You got it. You want a ladder match?
Hey,
you got it.
Hey, it makes sense to fight for your right to fight.
I get it. But let's get into our second